cloud.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining today for this chair yoga session. It's April. I hope you all had a happy Easter, and yesterday was Earth Day, and I hope you got to celebrate maybe spending some time out of doors, really appreciating beautiful Mother Nature and all that she brings us, her gifts, her glory. But every day really is an Earth Day, at least in my world and perhaps in yours as well. But I'm going to use the energy of Earth, that grounding energy, to get us started today. I'm thinking, you know, it's always a good practice to get our bodies and our energies centered. In yoga, we do this almost every class. But today I thought maybe we would do it standing so that we could really build that energy from the ground up and kind of invite in the energy of a tree. I want you to feel rooted like a tree. So let's get standing. And I think it might be a good idea to have your chair off to the side, maybe with the back of it facing you, because we can use that going forward. We're going to take a stand with our feet directly below our hips and our toes pointing forward. Just take a moment to kind of rock back and forth until you feel that little sweet spot where you're completely centered. And the very middle of the sole of your foot, where the arch is, kind of acts like a bit of a suction cup. So close your eyes and just follow these visualizations. With that little suction cup energy, I want you to draw some earth energy up through the soles of your feet. So much so that you feel your shins engage, slightly pressed back. You feel your kneecaps lift. You even feel the tops of your thighs beginning to lift. Notice if you can feel or create a little internal rotation of your inner thighs. So those inner thighs just slowly spiral in and back. And as you do that, your tailbone lengthens just a tiny bit. You're keeping the natural curve in your low back here. Start to elongate your spine from your tailbone, up through the hips, up through the rib cage, up through the middle part of your spine, the neck, and all the way up to the crown of the head. Feel in space for the alignment of your shoulders over your hips and your hips over your ankles. Let your arms just stretch down towards the earth, the fingertips slightly active, palms are facing forward. Feel this tug up through the crown of the head, elongating you. Notice if you can feel the stretch in the front of your hips as you stand tall. Invite the front of your shoulders back just a little bit more. And just gently engage the shoulder blades on the back side of your body. Now bring your visuals down to the soles of your feet again and imagine that you're growing roots. Finding that tree energy, really grounding here. The connection to the earth supports us. It balances out all of our outward energy, our yang, male energy. It's very yin energy to connect to earth. It's soft, it's yielding, it's grounding, it's feminine. Tapping into the strength of that. Now let the roots grow into the base of your tree. Feel that around your legs. Let it grow into the trunk of your tree as you feel your torso elongate. And let it grow out through the crown of the head as branches and leaves and little shoots emerge through the top of you so that you feel connected both to the sky and to the earth. It's a beautiful channel of energy. Good, and we just breathe gently in and out through our nose here. Feeling connected, feeling secure, feeling at peace. Good, and let's gently ease the eyes open here, staying connected through our feet. We'll take our arms up and overhead here. And I want you to make a steeple grip. So you'll interlace all the fingers and just leave your index fingers lifting up towards the top. Stretch out of your hips and elongate your waistline. Relax your inner shoulders so they're not up here by your ears, but down, down, down. Let the blades slide down your back. Now take a breath in and get long through your waistline. As you exhale, we'll bend over to the right and bump our hips to the left. Just beginning to warm up by moving our spine in lots of different directions here. This is a nice lateral stretch to bring some openness to our side body and our rib cage. Press down a little bit more through that left foot as you reach to the right. Beautiful. Now find your belly button. Find your core muscles, engage them along with your obliques, those outer abdominals, and let's pull on up to center, grounding through the feet as you do so. Good, big breath in as you reach up, elongate. Exhale up and over to the left side as you press your hips to the right. Keep your arms stretching out and away from you. Press down strongly through your right foot and feel that delicious stretch all along the right side of your body. Stay steady with your breath, breathing in and out. Good, now use your core muscles. Inhale, rise up through center. As we exhale, separate the hands. We're gonna squat down. So I'm gonna show you from the side and you're welcome to use the back of the chair here. Begin to transfer your weight into your heels so that your toes can actually lift off the mat. Take a little tuck to your tailbone and pull your navel in towards your spine. Your knees are in line with your hips. You're squatting down to feel those big muscles in the thighs start to engage. Now we'll move our spine as if we were doing cow and cat. So we're flexing and rounding. As we breathe in, pull your tailbone up and lift the center of your chest. Look forward, maybe even up. As you exhale, you're going to tuck and round. Tailbone curls under, chin comes to the chest. We're staying with the knees bent. Inhale as we extend the spine. Lift your tailbone, curl the heart forward and up. Now exhale, reverse that as you tuck and round, pulling the tailbone under, chin to chest. Again, inhale, nice long breath. Move with your breath here. Exhale, round. One more inhale. Feel like somebody's pulling your tailbone up, lengthening your spine. Exhale as we round. Feel space between each vertebra. Good. Now on your next breath in, push into your feet, sweep your arms overhead, come back to stand. And as we exhale, we're going to cactus our arms and lift our chest, coming into a back bend here. Good. Inhale, look forward, lift the arms. We'll do this a couple of times. Exhale, back bending, opening, lifting the chest as the elbows squeeze down and back. One more inhale to lift, reach up for the sky, get long. And then exhale, open the chest. Beautiful, easy back bend here. Now keep your arms at cactus. Inhale, look forward. Hips stay square. As we exhale, we're going to turn from our belly and twist to the right. Try to keep the hips facing the front as your navel, your ribs, and your shoulders turn to the right. Inhale with cactus arms back to center. Exhale from your belly button, turn to the left. Feel your shoulders kind of loading up here. Just breathe through it as best you can. Inhale back to center. One more time each side. From your navel, twist it out to the right. Keep grounding through your feet. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, rotating. Rib cage, belly button, shoulders to the left. Inhale as we rise back through center. Exhale, relax the arms down. Let's give those shoulders a good roll. I don't know if you felt that, but I definitely did. All right, come back to your chair position. So hands on the back of the chair, feet underneath the hips. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're gonna squat back and down into our chair position. So holding on to the back of the chair is nice here. Imagine you have a block that you could actually squeeze between your legs. So I want that much engagement of those inner thighs. Now, as you inhale, we're gonna lift the heels, come onto the toes, working our ankles. Exhale, take it down. Good, inhale, rock onto the toes. Exhale to release, so try to stay really neutral from the thighs up. Inhale, we're just using our ankles here. Exhale, not a lot of movement. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, lowering. Last time, inhale to lift. Let's hold here and breathe and smile and know that you're doing something really good for your feet, your body, that lower part of your body. Feel a little burn, a little shaking perhaps. And then exhale to release. Woo! Come to stand, nice work. Maybe a little wiggle of each leg to let that go. All right, let's take care of our spine one more time. So again, we're gonna use the back of the chair. Your hands are gonna be shoulder width distance apart, and you're gonna start to walk back into your downward facing dog. So now we're really lengthening the spine here. We're also getting a good stretch in our hamstrings. So as you walk it back, you wanna begin to let your chest melt down between your shoulders. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings, stretch out of your low back. Let your head relax here. Breathe into it. This should feel really nice, a good stretch for the shoulders, a lengthening of the spine. And let's just pedal our legs. So we're gonna bend one knee and then the other, just walking in place. You can exaggerate it by lifting up high on your toes, really getting into your ankle joints. Let this feel good. Nice. All right, the next time that your right knee is bent, keep it bent. Hold on with your right hand. Now you'll want to bring the sole of your foot to the floor, but just keep your right knee bent. And we're going to twist it open to the left. The left arm is going to come up and the left leg is going to stay straight. So just your right knee is bent. You're rotating your ribs over to the left, lifting your left arm up nice and high. You may feel this in your outer left glute and outer hip. Big stretch for that big outer muscle band there. One more breath. Exhale, let's come back to downward facing dog. Stretch it out, both legs straight here. If it's not possible to keep them straight, then enjoy a bend in the knees, whatever feels good for your hamstrings. Now we'll bend the left knee and keep the right leg straight. Hold on with the left hand and turn the chest open to the right. Lifting up your right arm, keeping that right leg straight, maybe feeling a good stretch in that right glute outer hip. Breathing as we lengthen the spine, open up some of these larger muscles. Big breath in, and then exhale to release. Nice. Bend your knees, come up high on your toes, lower the heels back down, straighten your legs. One more time like that. Bend your knees, come up high on your toes, heels are lifted. Drop the heels back and down, and then straighten your legs. Good, look forward and take a little walk back and up to your chair. Pause and just feel how nice and long and tall you are now. Good, let's take our chairs and come take a seat. So you want to make sure that you're sitting on the edge of your chair, not all the way back. Planting your feet underneath your ankles, so you've got that nice 90-degree shape. We'll take a little half sun salutation flow to kind of begin to warm us up a little bit more. It's amazing how energizing this can be even in a chair. So prepare to get warm and to be breathing. So already we know we just want to keep our breath nice and steady, breathing in and out through our nose. But at any time, if you'd like to audibly exhale and kind of let something go, I'm the first to say go for it, because I do love a good exhale. All right, let's take our little flow. Begin by sweeping your arms overhead with an in-breath, reaching up. As you exhale, let's take that cactus again. Lift your heart towards the sky. Inhale, now reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist to the right with T-shaped arms. So the arms are going to come out straight from your shoulders as you reach in both directions. Good. Inhale, back to center, arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist like a T to the left, reaching out through fingertips. Inhale, back to center all the way up. As you exhale, we're going to swan dive forward. So make some space between your legs to either rest on your thighs or between them and come all the way down. Let the crown of your head point down towards the floor. So you may need to tuck your chin towards your chest just a little bit more. We're going to breathe here for a few breaths as we release the low back. You can probably feel that decompression happening as we fold forward, creating more space there. Let your head go, shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Make sure that there's no tightness in your neck. Let the head hang heavy. We're opening up the whole back chain of the body here. It should feel really, really good. Stay connected to your breath. And on your next breath in, we're going to come up halfway and we're going to airplane our arms back behind us. So your palms are going to face down. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back and you're engaging your core quite a bit here. I'm at a diagonal, so my chest is lifted off of my thighs. My shoulder blades are trying to knit themselves together on my back. Good. Now on the next breath in, ground your tailbone, sit upright and bring your arms up and overhead. Get nice and long here. As you exhale, let your palms meet and draw your thumbs to your heart. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Notice how you feel. Is your breath changing? Is it staying consistent? Are you breathing? Make sure that you are, and try to find a rhythm for every movement. There's a breath. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead. Reach out of your waist, get long, but connect through your sit bones. Stay grounded. Exhale, cactus the arms. Lift your heart and squeeze those blades onto the back. Inhale as the arms reach overhead. Find that length. Exhale, twist to the right, arms open to a T, reaching in both directions. Inhale from your belly button, come up, arms face forward, look forward. Exhale, T to the left, turning the chest, reaching out through the fingertips. Inhale all the way back and up through center, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold. Chest to the thighs or in between, whatever feels right. Let everything go. Few breaths here. Stretching out your back body. Stay connected to your breath. And as we inhale now, root through the sit bones, come up halfway, airplane the arms back behind you. Open up your collarbones, open up your chest, reach back through your fingertips. Good, now ground, inhale, rise, pull the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands together, thumbs to the heart, breathe. Now just notice the energy and the shift there, feeling a little bit warmer. Notice how the shoulders feel more open. Let's do one more round. Inhale, arms up and overhead. This time, one breath. Exhale, chest opener, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, T-twist to the right, turning to the right. Good, inhale, arms up through center. Exhale, T-twist to the left, reach out. Inhale, arms up through center. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, airplane the arms back behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, root the sit bones, rise, bring the arms all the way overhead. Big breath in at the top, and then exhale, hands travel to the heart. Beautiful, good job. I hope that flow helped to warm you up. Let's get into the legs and the hips now. So scoot forward if you slid back, and we'll just begin by bringing that right knee into our chest. Give the ankle a good roll. Always feels good to me anyway to kind of get any little kinks out there. Let the popping happen if it's gonna happen. And you really wanna pull your thigh close to your chest. So from the side, it's gonna look like this, as much as is possible for you, okay? So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we're gonna extend the leg out. So you're pressing through the heel and you're pulling the toes back towards you. Notice my spine is nice and upright. I'm not doing this. I'm using my core. My shoulders are over my hips. Now you can interlace your hands underneath your thigh, or you can hold on to the side of the chair, but just do your best to keep that thigh engaged, pushing away. And we'll move between the two as we inhale, pull in. Exhale, kick it out. Good, inhale, draw it in. And exhale to extend. Last time, draw it in. Oiling up our joints here. Now extend and hold for a little bit. So again, we can hold on to the edge of the chair. We can support underneath the thigh. Maybe we even take our arms up and overhead. Breathing into our strength. Yay! Good, now that ankle is gonna come to the thigh. And you're going to create a figure 4 shape with your legs. So now we get into the hips a little bit. Don't worry if your knee's up here, right? We're just inviting it to begin to open, so it might take a little time. If this is not possible for you, you can just cross your legs, but we want to get that outer hip stretch here. That's what's happening. Good. Let's take our toes. So grab your toes with your left hand and curl them towards the back of the chair. So I want you to get a good stretch across the front of your foot. So as you curl them back, you should feel that across the ankle, the top of the foot. Yes, good. And now the other hand, you're gonna curl them towards your shin and really stretch out the arch of your foot, the sole of your foot. We're really working on our foundation here. Feels good, lots of muscles in there, lots of tiny bones too. All right, good. Now, whatever manner you can, see if you can lean a little bit forward into this pose. So an option would be maybe to hang on to the edge of the chair and lean your chest forward like that, or maybe bring your forearms to your shin. whatever feels good. It's going to intensify the stretch a little bit. So if it's too much, then don't lean as far forward, stay a little more upright, but see if you can add just a teeny bit more effort and notice what happens. I know for me, this is my tight side, so I'm doing a lot of breathing and just being patient, right? We're not in a hurry. We can't rush our healing or our opening. We just need to take our time with that, breathing into all the sensations that that brings. Good. All right, let's slowly lean back, taking our time if we were forward. We're going to twist to the right. So twist towards your bent knee, hold on to the back of the chair, and just take any degree of twist that you can here. It might feel a little bit awkward. It's a real rotation. Just pull your belly button in closer towards your spine and try to bring the chest to the right as much as possible. This is wringing out our spine, helping with our digestion. Really powerful what a twist can do. Good, and let's gently unwind. Now, if your leg isn't already crossed over, let's go ahead and cross it over. So as if you were sitting under a table or something. And if you can, see if you can tuck those right toes back behind your left ankle. That may not be possible. They can simply rest alongside, but if you can take the double bind, let's do it. And we're going to bring our arms out to a T. The right arm will come forward, palm turned up, the left arm on top. Bend at the elbows, and if you can, bring the backs of the hands to meet or maybe the palms to meet. If neither of those work for you, just grab your shoulders and point the elbows forward, lining them up with your shoulders. Coming into our eagle pose here where we're binding our arms and our legs and we're giving both of them a really good squeeze. So hug those inner thighs together, hug the arm bones together, protract your shoulders on your back, so widen the shoulder blades away from one another and just feel that opening, upper back. Feel the legs squeezing in, taking a deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's unwind the arms first. Let that go. And then unwind your right leg. And we're going to slide the right heel all the way out. So I'll turn to the side. My left knee stays bent. My right leg is long. I'm balancing on the heel and I'm drawing the toes back towards me. Both hands now, we're going to slide down my shin as I take a hamstring stretch here, really getting deep into the belly of that big muscle. Now I'm staying upright and trying to keep my heart and my chest reaching forward rather than rounding here. So if that means you don't go down so far to keep your spine straight, then just simply pull back a little bit. You can point and flex your foot here, whatever feels good, but we're really trying to target that hamstring. Keep pulling your right hip crease back. Nice. Good, now right hand to right shin or thigh, wherever you are. And we're gonna again, twist open to the left. So I want you to lift your left arm and rotate your chest and torso around to the left side. Keep wrapping the right ribs underneath you. Feel that rotation of your chest like a barrel rolling to the left. One more breath in. And then exhale to unwind from your twist. Slide that right heel in and come back to center. Just pause and feel out both sides. Notice how different this right side feels after all that stretching and opening, right? It feels so good. It's like you've got a whole new body on this side. All right, let's bring the left in line with the right. So we're gonna hug that left knee into the chest. Scoot forward so you're not falling back like I am. And lift your knee as close to your chest as possible. Let's go ahead and give the ankle a good roll in all directions on this side. Let some stuff go. Let the popping happen if it needs to. So important that we maintain our mobility and our flexibility by doing simple movements like this. Good. Now sit tall, engage your core, take a breath in. And as you exhale, kick out through your heel, extending that leg nice and long. Again, you can hold the side of the chair. You can support underneath the thigh. You can get extra points for bringing your arms up and overhead. But we're going to move through this a couple of times so you don't have to give it your A game straight away. Let's bring that knee into the chest. Give it a good squeeze. Exhale, try to use just your thigh muscles to do this. Inhale, pull in, working the hip flexor and the quad. Exhale, kick it out, push through the heel, draw your toes back towards you. Let's do that again. Inhale, squeeze it in, sit tall. Exhale, press it out. We're gonna hold here. Now maybe you wanna bring those arms up and overhead. Yes, turn on your core, ground through your sit bones. Feel your thigh bone, feel your thigh working nice and hard. Feel the wobbles, appreciate it, big smile, breathe in. Awesome work. Exhale, ankle to opposite thigh, setting up for figure 4 on this side. So this may offer different challenges, different opportunities. However it may be, just accept it. And we're going to take our toes with our right hand and draw them back behind us to stretch out the front of the foot and the ankle. I don't know about you guys, but this feels so good. So tight here. Maybe it was from my Pilates class. I don't know, but man, who knew? All right, now reverse that. Use your left hand to pull the toes back towards your shin and stretch out the arch of the foot. As if you were standing on your toes, right? Should feel kind of good. Awesome. All right, release that and let's find our fold. So again, you can hang on to the edge of the chair and just lean your chest forward. I happen to like this variation a lot because I'm getting the additional chest opener and that feels really good. Just kind of wrap your shoulders back, position the sternum, the center of the chest forward and lean into it. It also helps to keep your spine long. Another option is to stack your forearms on your shin, maybe placing a little bit more weight and letting that do some additional help or providing it some additional help to open up your outer hip on this side. Wherever you are, just bring your deep breathing to it. Appreciate this side. Know that you're doing something wonderful for your body. It's so happy that you are giving it this kind of love and attention. Good. Take one more breath in wherever you are. And then exhale to release. Now we're going to turn towards that bent knee and rotate our chest to the left. So hold on to the back of the chair and wrap your left shoulder back as you make that rotation. Bringing out our spine, our center, breathing into it, a nice long tall spine here. So from the tailbone up through the crown of the head, we lengthen and twist any amount we can. Good, one more breath. And unwind. Beautiful. Now let's cross the legs here, taking our eagle legs. Maybe the toes tuck behind the opposite ankle. Kind of stack your knees here. And then bring the arms out, palms face up. Left arm forward, right arm on top. Bend at the elbows, either backs of the hands meet, palms meet, or grab those shoulder heads, whatever feels good on this side. Keep the elbows lifted, whatever position you have the arms in, and then round through the upper back just slightly. You want to feel that protraction of your shoulder blades. Now squeeze your legs together. Give them a really good squeeze. Whoop. Feel the inner thighs connecting. Feel the wrapping sensation of both the arms and the legs. And breathe. Creating space in our upper back, flushing out the energies in our big joints and our hip joints and our shoulders. Good, turn everything on. One last big good squeeze. Inhale. And then exhale. Let's unwind the arms first. Unwind the leg, and we're going to slide that left heel out for our hamstring stretch here. The right knee is bent. The left leg is long. Slide your hands down the front of your shin, any amount to any degree, or hold on, again, using the edges of the chair, and stretch. Leaning the chest forward, maybe drawing your toes back or pointing them down, working through the ankle a little bit here, and noticing how that changes the stretch itself. Focusing on the hamstring here, so you should be feeling it there. Breathing some spaciousness into your body. Not being critical if it's tight, just doing the best that you can. One more breath. And then exhale to release. Good, bring yourself back to center. Now we'll bring our knees nice and wide. So opening up the hips, we want to keep our knees stacked over our ankles. I think you can see that on the screen, okay? And we're just going to take our hands to rest on our thighs. Scoot forward if you need to. And let's drop that right shoulder over to the left. So we're going to press the right thigh open. We're going to lean and twist to the left as we dip that right shoulder down. Use your right hand to press the right thigh open, and then just turn your chest and your gaze to the left. Breathing some length into our right side, opening up our right inner thigh and our hip. And coming back to center, also giving a nice stretch to our shoulders. Okay, other side, dropping the left shoulder down now as we press the left thigh open. Turn to the right and look to the right. Now keep elongating your spine. Imagine someone's just pulling you through the crown of your head. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. This is really what you want to do here. You may even hear a little popping or adjusting of the spine, which is a great feeling. Good. And then come back to center. Now slide your elbows down to those inner thighs and use the elbows to press the thighs open as you fold. Relaxing here. Stay active with your elbows, stay active with your legs as you squeeze them open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Yes. All right, slowly bring yourself upright. Now we're going to windshield wiper our knees. So take your left knee, drop it in towards the center. So this is going to be a nice rotation, internal, external. Come back, and now right knee. And same thing here. So we're just going to move between the two, dropping that knee at 90 degrees down towards the center. So just back and forth, feeling our hips working with an internal rotation and an external rotation. This is a great little thing to do if you're sitting at a desk and you need to get some movement. Get this going. Good. A couple of times back and forth. Yes, really nice. Good. All right, now we're going to go a little side saddle on our chair. So I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to bring my right leg forward, stacking my right knee over my right ankle. My left leg is going to come back behind me, and I'm going to come onto the toes with the heel lifted. I want the leg to go back far enough, keeping the knee bent initially, but I want to be able to push into the toes and be able to lengthen the leg straight. So find that position for you. If the lengthening straight doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just keep the knee bent. We're starting to open up the hip flexor on the left side here. So here's our little lunge position. As we inhale, our arms are going to come up straight. So square your shoulders and your hips to the side. Lengthen out of your waist. My right knee is bent, or left knee, excuse me, is bent. My right knee is at 90 degrees. Breathe in here. As you exhale, make fists with your hands, draw them towards your hips, and press through that back heel to straighten the leg. So that's the movement. Inhale, we bend the knee, we lift the arms up, reaching through fingers. Exhale, we make fists, we pull them to our hips, and we try to straighten that back leg, pushing through that back heel. Good, one more. Inhale, lift. Spread your palms open, bend that back knee. Exhale, fists to the hips. Now straighten the back leg as much as you can. Hold and breathe. Pressing into the ball of that back foot, the back heel is lifted. Now turn your chest all the way to the back, grab onto the back of your chair and twist in your lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that left thigh lifted. Keep pressing through your left heel. One more breath in. This is a big twist, I know. Breathe out and unwind yourself back to center. Right leg stays right where it is. Now your left leg is going to get straight, and you're going to bring the edge of the foot in line with the back edge of your mat. So keeping a connection through the blade edge of your left foot while your right knee stays stacked over your right ankle. This is warrior two pose. Stretch your arms out from your shoulders. Activate your fingertips. Activate your legs. So if I came over and touched your left leg, it should be turned on because you're pushing hard into that back foot. Open up your chest. Feel the stretch in the hips here. Oh yeah. Now inhale, reverse your warrior. Bring that right arm overhead and relax your left hand onto your left leg there. Stretch out your rib cage on this side. Feel the breath moving through the right lungs. Breathe in. Exhale, now bring that right forearm to your right thigh and let your left arm sweep overhead for extended side angle. We're creating a long angle and line of energy along the left side from the outer edge of our foot out through our fingertips. Breathe into that sensation, that lengthening. One more breath. Exhale to come on up. Beautiful. Grab onto your chair, bend the knees, bring your legs back to center. We'll give them a little shimmy. Nice work. All right. Other side. Left leg now. Get into your side saddle position. So my left knee is over my left ankle. My right leg is going to travel back behind me. I'm going to ground on the ball of my right foot. And I'm going to take my toes back just enough so that I can press this leg to straight, and I can also bend it. Okay, so find a position where that works for you. Again, if straightening it doesn't feel good, just keep the knee bent. You're still going to get this nice stretch in the front of your right hip, and that's where we're targeting. All right, let's breathe in and bring our arms up and overhead. Our right knee is bent. As we exhale, make fists, draw them to your hips, and then press that back leg to straight. Good, beautiful. Inhale, relax the back knee, lift your arms up, reach. Exhale, making fists, pull them towards your hips as you press the back leg straight. Good, one more round. Inhale, soften the back knee, lift. And then exhale with fists to the hips, straighten the back leg, we're gonna hold. Engage the front of your right thigh. Keep it lifted, feel that big, beautiful stretch. And now take a twist all the way to the back of your chair, hold onto it with both hands, turn and rotate. Feel that really beautiful, almost corkscrew spiral shape of twist up along the length of the spine. Keep engagement in your back leg. Keep pushing through that right heel. Breathe in. And exhale, to unwind. Keep your left leg as it is. The right leg changes position for warrior two. So the toes are going to face the camera and the edge of the foot is going to line up with the back edge of your mat. Your hips are square towards the camera. Take your arms out to a T, right at shoulder height, with palms facing down, warrior two pose. Again, engage this back leg, so really press into the outer edge of the foot. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Spine is nice and vertical, long here. Feel the energy out through the fingertips. Good, inhale, let's reverse. The right hand relaxes to the right leg. The left arm comes up and overhead. Stretch out and breathe into your ribs on this side. Feel like you're growing longer. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, bring your forearm to your thigh and let's get long on our right side. Reach out through the right fingertips. The palm is facing down towards the ground. Press through that back edge of your foot. Get nice and long, nice and long. Breathe in and breathe out to come on up. Beautiful, nice work. All right, hold on to the chair. Bend both of your knees, walk your feet in, and let's extend or slide out both heels. So this time, both heels come forward. Lift your toes, grab onto the edge of the chair, and let's lean forward and stretch out our hamstrings one more time. Alternatively, you could slide your hands down your shins, breathing into this beautiful stretch. Stretching out our back body one last time. Oh, good stuff, guys. All right, slide it back. Come to take your seat. Align your knees over your ankles. And let's interlace our hands all the way to the webbing and press your palms forward as you flip your palms away from you. Take your arms up and overhead. And let's just do a little tick-tock from right to left, left to right. Finishing up our practice with just easy little side stretch. Good, and then bend one elbow, drop your elbow down, the opposite one comes behind your head, stretch out your tricep. And then up and over, other side, opposite elbow down, opposite elbow behind the head. Beautiful. Good, now release your hands, grab onto the edge of your chair and lift your chest and just roll the neck around. So use your chin as your finger pointer and just make circles from your chin, reversing the direction. Oh, good. And then take your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Take a breath in as you lean your head back. Open up your chest and your throat. And then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, wrap your elbows in, keep your spine long as you breathe into the back of your neck. One more time to lift open, spreading the elbows wide, lift the chest. And then exhale, round it in, chin to chest, elbows wrap alongside your head. Good, slowly release as you bring the head up. Relax your arms down, snuggle into the back of your chair, and let's take a few moments to ground once again. Palms to the tops of your thighs, close your eyes, and just let your body relax in this shape. So when we come into this kind of meditation, we're not trying to push anything away. It's not about stopping the thoughts or turning off the energies. It's quite different. In fact, we're just inviting the moment in. Whatever is, we acknowledge, and then we just keep coming back to the breath. So there's no pushing away, there's no turning off. It's the opposite. We're really just bringing in whatever is around us, settling into this moment, relaxing our body so that we can receive the power of our practice, and just finding the moment. Just allowing ourselves to sit with ourselves, maybe stepping out of our body a little bit and just witnessing ourselves, taking the observer's seat. Just noticing that there's not a care in the world that we have when we rest in presence. We're not in the future. We're not consumed by the past. We're simply enjoying the beauty of the moment. There's joy, there's peace, there's calm in this. When we come to this place, everything is right. And everything that we need, we discover is right within us. Give yourself permission to be here for a few more easy breaths in and out through the nose. Listening to the bird song, feeling the air around you. Right, just invite in whatever sensations you can tune into that are part of your present moment. And keeping your eyes closed, let's bring our hands together to meet in front of our heart. Tuck your chin slightly, just bow to this beautiful wisdom center. And take a moment to just connect with your heart energy, your heart space. Knowing that compassion and love and acceptance lives here. We'll close the practice by bowing our heads to one another in acknowledgement of the light that we all hold within as we say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this grounding practice. It was my honor, as always, to be here. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thank you, Monica.